Usually my voice is loud enough to carry. I always keep my homiletic remarks at marriages very brief. I generally tease the bride and groom when I first meet with them that I generally preach for about 40 minutes, and if they don't pass out, then I think, right? But I keep my remarks brief at weddings for two reasons, right? Because what we come here to witness by this very action speaks volumes of God's love for us, and so I'm a little worried sometimes that my words might detract from that, so I keep it brief. And the second reason is that we really do come here to share in the joy of this moment, not to listen to me, right? And so when we pronounce them, then the first act or the first fruits of this love is the feast that Megan and Brett want to celebrate with you, right? So this is the best part of my job as a priest, right? I get to talk about love a lot, right? And I think I get to talk about it so much because I have to pay attention to it for myself. Love is the only energy in the universe that has the power to transform us or want to transform us into want to be better persons for the people that we love, right? And so we heard in those two beautiful readings some very practical aspects of love, right? Love is that quality of energy that keeps us patient with each other, right? That keeps us somewhat balanced with each other, right? And what I love about that second reading is sometimes when love isn't always doing that, right, in a particular moment, we have to sometimes swallow our pride and reach out to the other, right? Absolutely, right? So this idea that love is not just for today or just for a moment, it is for a lifetime. It isn't when we're just feeling good, right? It isn't when Megan likes Brett or Brett likes Megan, right? It isn't when Brett forgets to put the tube back on the toothpaste, right? And maybe Megan hangs her stockings over the shower, right? It's in all of those little moments, right? That we have to, right? That we have to really move forward in very real ways. A very practical person said, the most important thing that we could ever do in our life is fall in love, because when we fall in love, it decides everything. It decides what gets us out of bed in the morning. It decides what we read. It decides who we spend time with. It decides what brings us joy and what brings us sorrow. It decides everything for us. And so from this moment forward, this is a pretty public statement about what's deciding everything in Brett and Megan's life. So let us continue, and let us pray for them as they move through this world, that love will be that energy that will always sustain them, and help them to remember that on this day, the words that they spoke to each other were gentleness and compassion. In the name of the Creator, the Redeemer, the Sanctifier, amen.